go, it's time for me to fully enclose the pond. So you've seen me putting polycarbonate sheets at the back and on the side. So this obviously was for two reasons, as I explained. The first one was to protect against the predator, but then start preparing for the winter. I do intend to leave those for the summer. But what I'm doing at the front is, you've seen me in my previous video or 2 videos ago, where I put the vertical net rather than, or a roll-up net rather than a net on the pond. So this time for the winter I've decided it will be exactly the same thing, but with a polycarbonate sheet, with an ugly polycarbonate sheet. So this time all the way around it's 10 millimeter. There is less wind factor and cold factor coming from the side and coming from the back, because I'm very close to the fence. At the front I want to protect as much as I can. So what I bought is, again via the same company that I spoke about the other day, which is a polycarbonate store, and I will put a link in the description again. I have bought this 25 millimeter thick polycarbonate sheet, which I'm going to put at the front, and I've had it made to measure. So I've had 2 pieces cut, which I will show you in a minute. The first one is to come here, but obviously because I still need to have access to the Tempest for cleaning and maintenance, I am going to create a little window so I can still pop my head through and close and shut the valves and all. So going to install this. I've already put the tape, although those come with a aluminium tape on each side. I've decided to put that black tape all the way around for extra protection, and I'm just going to install this at the front. So what I've done is I put the polycarbonate sheet right under here, okay, and the idea is when it rains the water will fall here, go there, but not go back in the pond. It will fall outside, okay. On the inside, if I show you, what I've done is here I fixed a timber all the way along over there, and that will sit on the top of my coping, meaning that I can provide support and minimize the attachment for the polycarbonate sheet. From the inside, what I've done here, I've put a fence bracket, again upside down. I fixed it on the I'm going to paint that, by the way. I fixed it on the coping here, okay, and the bracket you can see has got a bit here and a bit here, and the bracket slides between the timber and the polycarbonate sheet, so it slots in. And I've done the same over there. It slots in inside the wall. So now this is not moving at all. All I'm going to do now is fix it on this timber here. I'm quite envious sometimes of people who've got like a dark roof so they can see they've got no reflection, but as I am enclosing now the pond, I am so happy that I've got a clear roof. And if anything, as I explained the other day, the light is so important for the fish. I know that for filming and for viewing your fish it's much easier when you've got when you've got a dark roof, but you've got to think, regardless of your other hobby, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're taking pictures, you've got to think about the welfare of your fish, and for me the light is extremely important. So that side is done, and now I'm going to do the little window over there. The fish probably don't know what's going on, but they will feel it tonight. So here we are from the inside. There's 6 screws into the timber. There's 2 upside down brackets, fence brackets to hold the structure so it can't blow this way. And there's 5 screws on the top, so that is going nowhere. Pretty pleased. It's definitely going to help for the wind chill, and if anything, this is brilliant. I am super happy. I want to see my fish during the winter. I am not heated, so all I can do is protect the fish from the wind chill, and that is now like a mini conservatory, but basically, or an indoor pond. More. You know that I don't like polycarbonate sheets. Has to be done. There you go, all done. So I've got more coming, but obviously there's a problem, as you have heard on the telly, on the news. There's a blockage with China, obviously, because of all the political thing at the moment, the US and the UK with China. So there you go. So I've got more coming, but God knows when they will come. But there you go. It's not such an ugly polycarbonate sheet. The fish are really wondering what is going on there. Look at them. Bless. Fully enclosed. I tell you what, I have spent a fortune on this pond. Very luckily I've built it all myself, but those fish are going to be cozy despite having no heating for the winter. I hope they're going to appreciate. I've seen a lot of comments on other people's videos, and majority of them are comments from people in Canada and people from the US, and I think until you live in the UK you don't realize the temperature fluctuation that we can encounter in this country. I mean, I come from the south of France, where in the summer it's overly hot, okay, it can go up to 45 easily, but in winter, where I come from, it goes down to -15 for about 3-4 weeks, and then the temperatures go back up. What is happening is in the south of France, or in Canada, when it does get cold, it stays cold. It freezes, it snows, and it stays really cold. Where I am in the south of England, it doesn't, okay? It never ever stays cold. It can go to 5 degrees, and then all of a sudden in a good day you can go up to 14 degrees even in winter. I have seen that before, and this is not good for the fish. So it's not because of the snow, it's not a little bit as well, it is because of the temperature fluctuation. So either you don't cover at all, which is absolutely fine, or you cover in the way that some people do, like on the top of the pond, or like me here, you fully enclose it. And that's all it is down to. It is not because of the temperature or because we are worried about the little bit of snow. It is because you can go from 5 degrees and you can go up to 14 degrees in the space of 8 hours, and it's crazy. And that is not good for the water, not good for the fish, not good for the parasites, not good for the bacteria, nothing. Okay. And then you've got another type of people who are extremely insulated around here, but around the pond. But what they do is they actually heat the air. Okay, so this has been seen at Cutterbrook Koi Farm. There's an enclosure. There's an enclosed area where for the babies they don't heat the water. They heat the air. And when you go in there, it's like a conservatory during the summer. It's absolutely brilliant. A really brilliant method. The advantage of doing that as well, when you heat the air, is that you've got less condensation. Okay, but people who've got ponds in conservatories or completely enclosed area, when they heat the air, you've got less temperature fluctuation again, and the fish are thirsty. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult to film right now because I've got Matilda's enclosure right there, so I can't stand back much. But there you go. So the window is now done, and when I want to access the tempest or the pond, I can open it from here. And there you go. The wind chill is gone now, and they seem to be so much more active. The water is at just 11, I just checked, so we'll see how the temperature holds from now. We are the 11th of November, so 11th of November, that's Beasley's birthday, which is Andy's dog from Derby Koi.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Beasley. So there you go, 11th of November, and the pond is finally enclosed.